Hey, good morning. Come here. Sit down. So you want to start a business? That's what you want to do? Why? I'm serious. Why? Don't tell me for money. Everybody wants to start a business because they're going to get rich. They don't want to work for anybody else. They're going to get rich really quick, really fast, right? I see all the fluff, all the crap on YouTube that misleads you guys. Entrepreneurship is not for everybody. It's not for a lot of people. Probably 85% of the people out there. It's great. It is the most rewarding thing you will ever do, but most people can't stomach it. They can't stomach the thought of not being able to pay rent or make payroll. They can't stomach the thought because once you start your own business, you're no longer under that corporate umbrella, that safety net. You no longer have the 401k or the health insurance or the guaranteed 1st and 15th or every other Friday or whenever you get paid. You no longer have that guaranteed 40 hours with a little bit of overtime, lunch breaks. No more holidays. Nobody gives a shit about Black History Month. Nobody cares about Easter. You might get a phone call on Christmas. Like, it just is what it is. You're going to work through it alone. Nobody's going to understand you. Nobody's going to understand your problems. Some days you're going to be high on the hog. You're going to be balling money out the wazoo. And then other days you're going to be like, oh shit, stressing, freaking out, not knowing where your next meal is going to come from. That's what being an entrepreneur is. That's what being an entrepreneur is like. There's nobody to complain to. There's no HR staff. There's nobody to run around. There's no sick days. There's no medical emergency leave. There's none of that shit. It's just straight you. Either you're getting out here and getting it or you're not. Everybody thinks that they're going to be some entrepreneur and work for themselves and take it easy. I guarantee you, man, your entrepreneurship is going to be a minimum 60 hours. Minimum 60 hours a week. That's taking it easy. If you get a 40-hour week, you're taking it easy. Entrepreneurship for me usually is 70, 80-hour weeks, and I love it because I'm on my own time though, but I like working like this. I like doing this. It's not for everybody. It is not for everybody. So I got to ask you again, why? Why are you starting a business? Why do you want to start a business? And you need to be honest with yourself because here's the truth. Depending on the person, you are not going to make it. But depending on the person, and I'm serious now, listen, you will not see a return on your investment for 24 months. Some people work hard, some people work fast, and they start to see a return around a year. But the vast majority will not see a return for 24 plus months on their investment. That's why they say most businesses fail within the first 2 to 5 years. Most businesses really fail within 24 months, and that's the truth. Because you're not seeing a return. You're putting more into it. Some of you have been here and watched me create this YouTube channel and build and brand my business online since day one. Some of you have seen me do this. And I will let you know right now that I might have made about $1,500 in 7 months. Everything else has went right back into the business. Everything else has went right back into the business. I might have made $1,500. I know I've made $1,000. I might give you $1,500 because I put everything else back into the business. Designs, logos, websites, so on and so on. Everything else has went right back into it. I would not be able to do this if I did not properly position myself for this day. The same thing I tell you guys to do on this channel is exactly what I have done in my own life. Starting a business is hard. It is hard. It is not for the weak. Most people, like I said, will not make it. Starting a business is the hardest, but yet most rewarding thing you will ever do. It is like a baby. It is like you're birthing a child and watching it grow up. Seeing where you can take it. Where can you carry it? Where are you going to nurture and raise and, it's really cool. It's really cool. But it's not if you're starving. It's not cool if you're starving. If you can't pay your bills, if you can't pay your rent, if you can't put food on the table, take care of your kids while you're building and branding your business, It's not cool. And I doubt you'll make it. So just to jump out and, with this fairy tale idea of quitting your job and starting a business, you better be cash heavy. If you're not cash heavy, then you're going to need to work your job and build your business in the dark. You're going to need to work your job during the day, all week long, 40-hour weeks. And then you're going to need to put another 30, 40-hour weeks in on building your business in the dark, just like I did on this channel from day one. I filmed it. You guys watched it. Can you sustain? I'm serious. In the early days, do you have 6 months worth of income setting to the side? At least 6 months. At least. Honestly, you really probably need a year. But if you're going to go down this road, you at least need 6 months of income, 6 months of rent, lights, water, gas, everything sitting to the side, just to be able to take care of yourself while you build and brand your business, because you will starve. Consistency is key. Being able to stay in the game longer than everybody else is key. Do you know how hard this market is that I'm in? Look at this market. Look how many people out here trying to be life coaches and business consultants. Look how many there are. Look at the market that I'm fighting in. I'm a small fish in a big pond, and I'm fighting for my place. I'm a gladiator in the arena, and I'm fighting for my position. You understand? And that's what you'll be. I don't care if you're starting a landscaping company. I don't care if you're trying to be the best realtor in your area. I don't care what business. I don't care if you're trying to be the best insurance agent. Look at the market you're in and realize you are a small fish in a big pond. You just became a gladiator in the arena, and you're about to fight for your life. You have to fight for your position. You understand? That's where you're at if you start a business from ground up. Now, if you go and buy an already existing business, that's different. That's different. That's something we can talk about at a later date. But right now, if you're starting from scratch, you just became a gladiator fighting for your spot. Nobody's going to see this vision. Nobody's going to believe in you. So I'm going to have to ask you again, why? Because there's nobody cheering for you. You're going to be made fun of. Everybody's hoping you fail. Honestly, they're not even cheering. I swear to God, I promise you, you have my heart and soul when I tell you people hope you fail. They're hoping that you fail. They hope you lose. Nobody is clapping for you in the beginning. You're alone. 1,000%. Until you start to win, nobody cares. Nobody will clap for you until you become a winner. So I ask you again, why? Because money is not enough. You better have a real idea, and you better be a real serious person, because money is not enough. Not for the first couple years. Money was not enough. That's a joke. Now, yes, we all start the business to get rich, to make money, to get out of the rat race, to leave corporate America. Yes, that's exactly why. To branch out on our own, because we know that's the only way for us to create wealth. But money in the beginning is not enough. You better have money to fund that business, to keep it growing, because nobody's going to support it. When I say support, I don't just mean mentally and physically. I mean financially. Nobody's going to support your business financially. You're a startup. You're going to have to support it yourself. Can you do that? If you can't, then you need to go to work, stack cash, get cash heavy, like I tell people all the time, to get cash heavy so you can make a proper investment for you and your family. And if that proper investment looks like a business to you, then come back and see me. Imagine if you dump $25,000 into a startup. That's not bad. That's not bad. It better be a good one, because $25,000 can help move a mountain. Starting a landscaping company with a $25,000 foundation can work. It can work. It can work real good. So I have to ask you again, why? You need to find your why. That's not some cliche BS saying. You need to find it, because you will not make it without it. You will drown. You will starve. This is not for the weak. It is one of the hardest things, but yet most rewarding things you will ever do in your life. Yeah. I can't have it any other way. I wouldn't have it any other way. I've been doing this so long, living this way so long, it's just natural to me. It's just who I am. It's literally in my DNA to be this way. I don't mind working for somebody else. I'll go out here and work real hard for somebody else. I have no problem with doing that. But I do that with the end in mind. When you become your own boss, when you become your own CEO, there are no days off, guys. I've worked Thanksgiving and Christmas. I don't the past 5 years. I've worked every Christmas the past 5 years. There are no days off, guys. There's no holidays. You know, maybe when you get way up the food chain, when you really climb the ladder, then yeah, maybe there's a little bit more, you know, a little bit of freedom for you. But realistically, man, no, not in the beginning. In the beginning, it is just you. See a vision, create a plan, and execute. You got to find your why, or you will not make it. So before you go out and want to start your own business, I need you to really find your why and ask yourself, do you have enough money to sustain? Can you sustain your lifestyle? Can you persevere when times get hard? Can you? Because if you can't, you better keep your day job and work on your business at night. Because you will not see a return for probably 2 years, depending on the person. A real hard hitter might see a return in 12 months. So before we carry on with how to start a business, you need to ask yourself those questions. Leave it in the comments and let me know. Take care.